Right, this is a walkthrough of the mock exam for Access 2010 for Sheila. What I will do is just do question 1 on this one, which is tasks 1, 2 and 3. Just give you a little bit of a... just follow the instructions, have a little play around, see what you think. So when we open up Access 2010, it's going to look a little bit different to other versions, but you're going to be tested on 2010. So I'll do this one, then you can DOS around on the ones at uni. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create a database called Your Name Cases, and to do this we make sure it's on blank database. We go down to file name, we click on that and we put in Your Name Cases and we click create, and then after about, oh that's quite fast, after about 5 seconds a datasheet view will pop up. Now what the datasheet view is, in these fields here, this is where we add the data, that's why it's called datasheet. But the first thing we need to do is need to design the table, and to do that we go to view up in the top left hand corner, click on that, and we can alternate between the datasheet view and the design view. So what we need to do is design the table, so we click on design. It wants us to give it a name, and it needs to be called child protection. And as you can see, here it is, child protection. So automatically comes up, this is the primary key file. Now every record, which is all these fields, one of them should be the primary key. That is the unique number. For example, it could be your student number. That's unique, no one else should have that. Car license plate, national insurance number. When you buy something from Argus, you normally use a 7-digit code. That's unique to that item. And we're going to use auto number. Each record will then be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to however many it is. So all we're going to do first is we're going to put the file names in, because that's really the majority of what we need to do for task 1. So we shall case ID, name. Name is already a reserved word, but we're just going to ignore that and just say OK. Age. Now the home address is split into 4 separate fields, so we're just going to copy what we're told to do because we're good, we don't cause any trouble. Risk I'll come back to in a minute because that's going to be a strange one. Might have confused a few people. Confused me to begin with. So all of those are text. Text can take in text and numbers, so it's not really too important. We're not going to make it very complicated. We're just going to ask what's needed, and there we go. Now the one problem we've got here is risk. If we click on risk, if we click on any of these, you'll get field properties at the bottom of the screen. Just to run through it, field size is the amount of characters that can actually be in the field. So you can have 255 characters. All the rest of it, not really much interest to us, apart from validation rule. Because it says here, this field will be input as H, M or L, which I presume is high, medium or low. So we click on the validation rule box, and a little box pops up in the right hand side. So we click on that and another box appears. And what this does is we can put in our own little validation rules to what goes in there. Or make more sense when you see it in action. Click on operators, move across to the right, scroll all the way down, and we get right at the bottom, second one up, or. So we go here and we want to go H for high, or medium, or low. And that is the validation rule. When we input the data into the data field, it can only be HM or L. And that is task 1 done. That's 25 marks. So I only need 15 more and you've passed. So moving on to task 2. Task 2 is going to be more about this field properties at the bottom. So the age field is set to a data type. So go to age, go to data type. It wants it a number, so we just click number, and that's that one done. The size of the risk field is 1 only. So down to risk. Remember the field size? Well, we're going to take out 255, put in 1. The date placed on register is a long date format. So data type is going to be date and time. Long date format, so we click on format, little drop down box, long date. The foster care field is a yes or no data type. What that will do is create a tick box if we pick that to be yes or no. And the risk field is set up to display a message if an unacceptable response. So with the risk, we've already got it, so we can only be high, medium or low. And what we need to do is display a little message in case you put something else in, which I'll show you in data type. But here we need to go high, medium or low only. So hopefully when we get to the data sheet, we put all that in, it'll come up with an error message if we don't put those in. So we are going to go to view, go to data sheet. It'll ask us to save the table, which we want to do, and all these new fields we've created are up here. So case ID at the moment says new. As soon as we click in there, we can put in the fictitious information. So first one is Jane Smith. As you can see, it's given the case ID as 1. Move along, she's 8. She lives in Stone Street, but we don't know where, so we shall give her an address. City, Stoke-on-Trent. Don't know if it is a city, I'm not aware of a cathedral, but county we haven't been told, but well, we know it's in Staffordshire. Looks like Wolverhampton is. Postcode, don't know, so make one up. School attended, Forest. Risk, let's try the validation rule. We'll put in F, and it says high, medium or low only. So we will make her medium. Doesn't need to be case specific, but we'll make it case specific anyway, just to make it look nice. Date placed, little calendar will pop up. If we click on the calendar, pick a date, and we'll just change the date from there. Just do that again. You click on the calendar, pick any date, unless you want to scroll all the way back to 2002, which we don't really want to because that will take quite a bit of time. And she went on the 1st of Feb 2002. Now when we click off this, you're going to think you've done it wrong. All that's happened is the data that's in there can't fit in, so we just pull that one across and there she is. And foster care, we don't know, so we're going to leave her not in foster care. That's the first record done. Second one, Stephen Jones. He is 13. We don't know an address, so we'll make one up. Although it says Hanley, Hanley's not the city, it's a district, so I'm just going to change that to Stoke-on-Trent anyway. Make up another postcode. Don't know the school, so we'll just make one up. He is high risk, so we can go for high. Date placed on register 15th of March 2000. Again, just pick a date and we'll just change it. 15 March 2000. He is in foster care. And that's tasks 1, 2 and 3 done. Close it down. Save it. And that should be the majority of your marks. 3, 6, 8, 12, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 35 marks. So we're just going to get 5 from question 2 and we've passed.